So let us first define machine learning. Machine learning is the science of using data to build models that lead to better decisions and add value to the organizations. So the keywords here are highlighted in red. We use a lot of data in machine learning, and using the data we build models. So what are models? Models are mathematical functions. So an example of that will be y is equal to f of x. So here a variable y which depends on the values of x using a function f. This is a mathematical model, so we will be building a lot of such models in machine learning. And when we build models, we take a data-driven approach. So it helps us to take better decisions. And if we take better decisions, we add value to the organization. So this is a very high-level definition of machine learning. Let us look at the different types of machine learning techniques that we have. So machine learning is broadly divided into three types. First is the supervised learning, second unsupervised learning, and finally the third type is reinforcement learning. So what is supervised machine learning? Supervised machine learning is when you have a dependent variable and you have several independent variables. So an example of this would be, let's say a person's income might depend on several factors like the age of the person, the education of the person, the company where he works. So in this case, income is a dependent variable and the variables age, education and the company that he works for are independent variables. In other words, we can say that income depends on these factors by a function f. So f is the function which maps the independent variables to the dependent variable. Or in other words, the independent variables supervise the value of the dependent variable, and hence the word supervised learning. Another example of this will be from the finance sector. A person who takes a loan, he defaults on his loans or not. So let's say the defaulter, we are talking about a defaulter. So whether a person defaults on his or her loans or not might depend again on several factors like the age of the person, the loan amount, the tenure of loans, and so on. So in this case, defaulter will take only two values, yes and no. So a person might default or he might not default on his loans. So this might depend on factors like age, the loan amount and the tenure. So this is another example of supervised learning where the variables age, loan amount, tenure, etc. influence whether a person will default or not. So these are examples of supervised learning where we have dependent variables that we try to study and we have some independent variables which influence the dependent variable. The other type of machine learning is unsupervised learning. So in unsupervised machine learning, we do not build any mathematical models and there is no concept of dependent or independent variables. In unsupervised learning, we try to identify patterns within the data. So examples of unsupervised learning would be the recommendation engines that we have. So for example, when you shop on Amazon, Amazon suggests you products similar to the ones that you have bought in the past. So there is no mathematical function here. It is just Amazon is trying to find out products which are similar to what you have bought in the past. Or people who bought a product, what other products have they bought? And it will suggest you other products which you might buy. So these kind of examples fall under unsupervised learning techniques. So we have recommendation engines here. Another example of recommendation engine would be when Facebook suggests you friends, people you may know. That is also an example of unsupervised learning where Facebook tries to find out people depending on the number of mutual friends you have, your location and other details like the college which you graduated from, Facebook will try to find out the similarities between two individuals and accordingly suggest if you may know that person. Another example of unsupervised learning is dimension reduction techniques. Now, what is dimension reduction technique? Sometimes you might receive a lot of variables in your data, a lot of columns in your data. Now, having a lot of columns results in a few issues which we'll talk about in details in the course. So, sometimes we try to reduce the number of columns and try not to lose any information. So, the process where we try to reduce the number of columns or the variables is called dimension reduction technique. So each column is a dimension in your data, and by limiting the number of columns we try to reduce the dimensions and yet not lose any information. This is the process of dimension reduction technique, which also falls under unsupervised learning, as we do not have a dependent variable in this case. And the final division of machine learning is reinforcement learning. An example of reinforcement learning is, let's say for example, how did we learn to cycle? We did not look at other examples of people cycling alone to learn to cycle. We did it by getting on the bike and maybe falling a few times and eventually learning up. So reinforcement learning includes a concept of interaction with an environment. So you have an environment and you have an agent. So in the cycle example, you are the agent, and while you are trying to learn the cycle, you are in an environment which teaches you how to cycle. So you avoid falling down because it hurts, and accordingly you adjust the speed of your cycling, you adjust the amount of force you pedal with. So there is a constant interaction going between the agent and the environment, and it works in terms of feedback. So you constantly receive feedback from the environment. So the feedback might be in form of rewards and penalties. So a reward might be when you are able to cycle well, or let's say somebody is standing besides you and cheering for you. So that's a reward. A penalty would be when you fall down from a cycle and you hurt yourself. So you try to avoid the penalty and you try to collect more of the rewards. So these examples fall under reinforcement learning. So we will talk about these in more details in the course, but to start with, these are the three divisions of machine learning.